Hi guys, just before the video starts, I would like to say thank you to everybody that has supported the channel thus far. I do appreciate it. Guys, don't forget, if you would like your cars featured on the channel, you can mail me pics of the car and give me a little bit of detail as well. When recording this video, I did use a different camera to what I normally use and did see that the autofocus was a bit wonky, so I do apologize for that. Enjoy the video. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am in a really special car, a car that it really actually stole my heart when I owned it. It is FN2 Honda Civic FN2 Type R. This is a non-jam spec version. However, this is a very, very special FN2. This is a K24 powered FN2 with the original K20 Z4 cylinder head. So guys, FN2 Type R. The FN2 did not get much love when compared to the EP3. They said no, it's not as quick, the suspension's not as good, doesn't corner as well as it. But you know what guys, the car, it's a really good car. It is an excellent car. I have owned one myself. It is actually very spacious. Yes, it is 2 doors, so something I also don't like. When people get in at the back, you know, you have to pull the seats forward and all those things. But besides that, you have to own a VTEC, being it the EK or being it the Type R. You have to own one to know actually what these cars are actually about. They are very driver focused cars. These cars specifically, it is very, very loved in Cape Town. People are crazy about the FN2 Type R now. It used to be the Civic, the EK VTEC. I mean, we Cape Townians still love it. I really love the EK, but they are moving more towards the FN2 now for very good reason. It does have the K series engine. The K series engine is a very, very renowned engine, being it for reliability, for performance. It really has a good name in the world. As Cape Townians say, kay it. So if you want to do a conversion, you want to do a Honda swap, they say kay it. You know, do the K, put the K swap, put the K series engine in. So these engines make big power. Naturally aspirated K series cars, powered cars, are running in 8 seconds. 8 seconds, guys, think about it. 4-cylinder, naturally aspirated. I mean, back in the day, you couldn't dream of running 10 seconds if you didn't have a gigantic turbo on. So this is really an exceptional car. It sounds nice. I mean, you know, me personally, it's always something that I look for in a car. It's that it needs to be reliable. There's no point you making big power, you're beating the oaks, but every weekend you need to work on the car, or after a race day you need to open up the bonnet and put your head underneath and start changing things. You know, these Hondas have proven, Honda in general actually, but the K series, more so the K series, they have proven that they can make power. You can race them and they do not break. They're not indestructible, but they are very, very tough engines. You can throw a lot at them before they actually break. So, you know, I think it is a very special car and a very special engine. Some people say, you know, when you're buying an FN2 Type R, you're buying it for the engine. You're buying it for nothing else. And, you know, when I bought my one, that was what I had in mind as well. I'm buying it mostly for the engine. So yeah, it is a very, very loved car in Cape Town. You can pick up a FN2 Type R for about ranging between 100,000 and 250,000. However, there are guys asking more than that. But that's how it goes with Hondas in Cape Town. You can pick them up from around 100 to 250,000. Obviously dependent on the condition, of course, as always with buying second-hand cars. You know, when it comes to modifying these cars, the guys tend to, if you ask them what's on your car, they'll say Noise Boys header, 76 mil exhaust and induction, and some of them will have the on-data unit, on-data management on. So when you start going to the on-data, you start looking at big money, because your on-data is going to cost you plus minus 13,500, 14,000 brand new, dependent. So that's why guys tend to stop there. You know, they don't go more, they don't start fitting cams, they don't fit the block, because that's when K series becomes really expensive. I mean, RRC intakes and skunk 2 cams, track hotel stuff. I mean, that's when it becomes really, really pricey. Guys, if there's any car that will put a smile on your face, it is a VTEC. Many guys that have owned GTIs, whatever it may be, when they get a VTEC, they tell you a different story. They say to you it is the most exciting car that they have driven. It is, the Type R's are very driver focused cars, you know, with the manual gearbox, GTIs and those cars, they come now with DSG and things like that. So it kind of takes away the, you know, that real driving experience that most people want with hot hatches. It is a day and night difference between the K20 block that was in the car. The engine is a lot torquier. You know, FN2 is a bit heavy, so the K20 tends to lack the torquey feel, because you know that naturally aspirated engine needs to carry the body. But when fitting the K24, the engine really changes and really comes alive, you know. Low RPMs under VTEC, you can feel the power is there all the time. Things that you kind of need to look out for when you are buying one of these. Number one, I would say, is the synchros. The guys with the Hondas will know, if you cannot snap change the FN2 Type R like you snap change most other cars out there, like the EK VTECs and EGs and things like the B series transmissions. They are a bit finicky. So what a lot of guys do is they actually fit the carbon synchros, which is then obviously a lot better, and it's an upgrade, very expensive, but that is K series. Also small things, you know, because Honda, they are very reliable. Many people say Hondas makes engines first and cars later, so they focus on their engines. So the gear boots tends to wear quite quick. It looks, you know, old, and it peels and breaks. You know, your car looks so nice inside, your car so neat, and your flippin' gear boot is looking like crap, you know. And also the arches, they're always broken. So I'm sure if you've searched for an FN2, to own an FN2, you've encountered broken arches, you know. The clips tend to break very quickly. So when you take them off the first time, it's very likely that when you put it back or you take it off the next time, it will break. So quite a bummer. So those are the things. It's not major things. When it comes to the engine, the engines are excellent. Qadier, welcome to the channel, boss.
Thank you, Mr. K.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity to ride your car.
No problem, my man.
Tell me, what did you do to the car, engine-wise, exterior?
So, I'm sure you're familiar. Before it was just K20, bolt-on,
yeah,
header, exhaust, induction on the daughter. Where they made the decision to try a stock or a stock 2.4 block RRC pump,
yes,
and just RSP intake, stock head, and locally cut cams. Somewhat of a budget.
Yes, a budget build. Yes,
budget build. Not really budget, but it's cheaper than what.
Yeah.
Than
it's done right,
yeah.
But it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But
tell me, when it was K20, how was the car for you?
K20 is fun, but it just lacked, you know, if I could say that torque. It lacks it.
You have to kind of ring the car's neck in order to go.
Time, yeah,
yes, I'm with you. Like now when I drove it, you know, when I had my car, you know, you, like I said, you have to ring the car's neck. But now, like, I needed to overtake. I mean, I just put my foot down, it was under VTEC and the car went. Yeah. You know? So I think there's a very big difference when it comes to that.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. I would say FN2 should be K24.
I say the same thing. It should be K24. You know, there was a lot of talk that FN2 wasn't as good as the EP3.
Yeah.
You know, the EP3 was a bit quicker, obviously, because it was lighter, etc. That's why I do agree with you. This car would be better with the extra oomph, you know.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yes. Tell me, is there any future plans for the car?
So right now, exterior wise, I'm happy. 17s, Seeker wing, spot deletes.
Yes.
I think
that's what the Cape Town guys want on the FN2s.
This is actually a Joburg car.
Yeah.
So I'm up in Joburg.
Okay.
So the car will go up again end of December, and then I'll get it up there when I come up.
Okay.
But from next steps perspective, I think it's LSD.
Yeah, definitely. These stuffs tend to go.
Yeah. So
roll race everything.
Second gear, yeah.
Second gear rolling.
So definitely, LS is next on the cards.
Yeah.
LSD is next on the cards. And then we'll just try and see how much we can put out of the setup.
Yes. What power did you make with the setup?
So car came off the rollers on Wednesday, last week Wednesday. It came off on Mace to Kai, 200 kilowatts at 100 and 285 newtons.
And as I say, that is a stingy dyno.
Yes. He's on par. He's definitely one of the dynos that doesn't give you full power.
Yes. I know the guys that go dyno at a lot of other places, when they come to me, say like, "But is my car slower now? Did it lose power?" You know.
So definitely, like I say, I'm very happy with the outcome.
Yes.
Taking into consideration what I spent versus what the next man will spend to make that power.
Yes.
Like I said, we used the same RSP intake. We just ported it, stock head. Locally cut cams.
Yes. On that note, you know, I was like me and you were discussing earlier, the price you paid to do the setup versus the price other guys will pay if they're going to import parts.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna do it that route. Skunk 2 versus what you did. And Riyadh built your engine.
Riyadh, he maintains and builds the car. Yeah, definitely. Bang for buck.
Yes.
Just the head package, you know, the port, the cams, the fitting, tuning. We're looking at about 10 grand compared to.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, look at the same time. Must take into consideration what you're gonna pay. Oh yes, and there's a J35 on the car, throttle body. So you must take into consideration what you're gonna pay for that.
Yes.
It will always make a difference, but
yeah,
they're going for about 2.5 now.
Yes.
You can easily pick them up.
But you know, RRC intakes, Skunk 2 Ultra intakes. I mean, they are super expensive.
They are. They can start with your bill can start piling up.
I mean, versus porting like you did. You ported it.
Yeah,
you ported.
We ported it. And again, like I said, I'm very, very happy. Yes. I think it's made good power for the amount of money we spent. It's not cheap. Can't say it's really cheap, because you know you need to buy the K24.
Yeah. K series is not cheap. This is cheaper than what you would pay if you went
spot on. So it's what I like about it is it's giving that option now to anyone. You know what I mean? You don't have to have 40k in your bank account to actually make power.
Definitely. I mean, Riyadh is doing it in the Honda scene now.
Yeah.
I mean, with the B series, he's done it for years. He's proven himself now. Started with the K series, so
definitely
that is definitely it's going in the right direction, you know.
Yeah, no, and you know, there was more to take out of the car. Definitely, we could have put a fuel map on it. We could have done a MAF delete.
Yes.
Look, we didn't. The time wasn't on our side, so we just decided to leave it like it was. But I'm sure the next one definitely. We've seen the setup work on K20 as well. I'm sure you're familiar with Tabit.
Yes.
So he was the first one that tried it. He gained 10 kilowatts.
Wow.
Which is not bad looking at the inner game.
As I say, with K series, 1,000 rand per kilowatt. No?
That's correct.
Generally.
That's correct.
Yes. Thanks so much. Thank you for. I know you're a very busy guy, but Qadier did put time aside for me to come, so I do appreciate it. Guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Share with your friends and family. Till next time.